Hi sunshines, another day, another vlog. Even though it's more of like a car chat.
Yes.
Car chat.
You started calling that lately. You kept saying you wanted to do this.
Yeah, so just do a car chat because we love to chat and
I wanted to do it because we've been getting a lot of subscribers, and ever since, you know, guys, the big C. What is it, the big C? You know, the C, the 19C19, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And so... Oh,
the thing.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, what's she talking about?
And so we don't know if the new people know us, know our personality. We've been getting a lot of positive comments that they have been doing these binge watches of us, and so we'll just kind of like bring the new people up to date, like where we're at, like we are what we are. We are still the same 2 or 3 years later.
For the new people, sometimes we get comments like, y'all talk so much. Like, we love to talk. Hence the car chat. Yes, we love to chat.
So the new people are more than welcome, and because we love the OG MADCURLS fam, but the OG MADCURLS fam it sticks around because they understand us. New people, like, we love you some match. Just come in, touch nothing. I was kidding. No, but we don't need any heads up, any pointers, anything. We've been doing this for 2 or 3 years. There's tons of channels out there. So if you want someone less chatty, there's channels for that.
Because I mean, anybody can like what we do on our channels. Basically, like we talk about hair products and stuff, and so it's like anybody can slap it in their hair and be like, okay, this is the product, this is the gel, this is whatever. But like we like to apply the product. You're getting the product, you're getting all the info about the product, but then we also just like to talk about other things.
Yes,
it's
I
like,
easily get sidetracked. Sometimes I go rogue. Sometimes we lovingly bicker. That's another thing. We never discuss our relationship as far as Tate's too hard on me or I'm too hard on her. Like, we don't take any advice about that. That's actually the reason why I got on the channel, was to protect her, because I knew the comment section could be really rough. I had heard on YouTube videos, and so I was going to be the mediator. And then I was invited. I was an invited guest.
You were?
Initially, yes, I was.
That's what I said. You were.
Okay, it didn't sound convincing. And y'all love me so much. And then you told her to invite me back, and I was invited back. I had to come and sit down and touch nothing, say nothing. But then little by little, I found my voice.
I was like, what happened to the say nothing part?
I know. I found my voice.
Because like my videos kept getting longer and longer and longer and longer before I knew they were like 40 minutes long.
Yeah, finally we had to duke it out because I said to her, you don't like to talk and I love to talk. So we have to find a happy medium. How did I win over so much though? Wasn't a happy medium, right?
No, because 40 minutes was not a happy medium. I have no idea. Maybe I just got used to it. And maybe people's reaction to it. I'm like, every YouTube channel doesn't have to be cookie cutter. Like, they say, like, the best videos are, like, anywhere from, like, 6 to 10 minutes long. I was like, this is our channel. This is what we do. This is what we like. And you guys like it. People are like, it's like kikiing with friends or family or whatever. So we like that. We give that vibe off. That's why we're just kind of sitting here chatting, because we're talking to family.
That are here want to be here because we definitely are growing organically. There is no great big burst. So those that come and stay want to come and stay, and eventually, we'll probably reach some numbers of some sorts of some impressive nature. And then maybe we may not, because it's only a certain type that can tolerate, the long videos. Yeah, I love long videos. I really do, but not everybody does. But those that are here,
you don't need to tell us what to film lately. Lately, I've been feeling like uninspired. Like, of course, we can do our wash and goes and stuff, but it's just like, on what? What is the latest hair products? What are hair products you guys want to see? We've did the stash videos, and like, what is there to do? Like, we're vlogging today a little bit. It's more just kind of like you guys drive this in the car, because I need to go to Home Depot. I need to go to Target. But like, what kind of videos do you guys want to see?
It is so. It is so hot. It's like the kind of heat that you can't really do anything. I did skincare, and even that melted away. I tried to put on. I got this as a sample last year. This is Unseen. Unseen sunscreen. It's cute. This is the first time I opened it today. I popped the little tin foil thingy that was protecting it, and it's super cool. Who's heard of this? Because I've always heard of it, and I've seen it in larger sizes. And I think one time I was at Sephora, and I had like 100 points, and so I told them to throw this in. And I never opened it, so today I did. It's cute. Look at it.
It's sunscrreen?
It's sunscreen. Look at it. Well, you keep driving, so you take Carl pieces. But it's like clear. It's like yellowishy, kind of like clear. Like, let me say, you get a glob out, and that makes too much super glue. Can you kind of see? Can you see that? Probably it's too bright.
You have any extra? Girl, I need sunscreen.
Yes, I do. All right, let me see. All right. Anyway, it's like clear. It's like translucent, yellowish, goopy. Maybe that's what it's like. The color of the lid. Okay, let me just tell you that it's the color of the lid. All this bright sun. I can't even show the lid. Wow.
I've been diving into skincare. I did an order on Ulta for The Ordinary.
Oh, you want it now or when we stop?
Oh girl, no, I already have makeup on my face.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted it.
No, I do need it. I mean, it's like to put in my moisturizing routine before I put my makeup on.
No, you know what? I want to get more of this because this is almost like a matte. It's almost like, you know how NYX has that mattifying gel, you know, that mattifying clear stuff you put on top of your makeup or under your makeup as a primer, kind of. This mattifies you. So I like that.
I prefer dew in the summer.
I know.
I just bought this. I think it's Makeup Revolution or like that sister brand. There's Makeup Revolution. They came out with another.
They did?
Maybe it's called just Revolution or something, but it's like a pineapple setting spray that's like brightening, and I'm obsessed with it. I like spray it. I switched it out for my Urban Decay. That's what it says. And it's pineapple. It smells really good, and it says brightening.
Tell me about that. You were trying to hide?
No, girl. I just know you don't like brands like that. Girl.
But I like brightening stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my...
So we dove into the... Well, you already dove, but I dove into The Ordinary.
Yes, you have.
And then Indeed and Good Molecules. We're like dibbling and dabbling in different skincare.
I love Good Molecules. I love that. So you bought in The Ordinary, and I do the Inky, I think it's called, and I love Good Molecules. I want that vitamin C powder. It's called. It's like a white powder. You can put it in anything, and it's like you're adding your vitamin C.
I've been loving from The Ordinary the caffeine drops. Like you're supposed to like stick it right under your eye, and it gets rid of puffiness and dark circles.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
Yeah, so you definitely opened up the skincare cabinet and treated me to whatever you said. Like you said, help myself, right?
Did I say that? Something like that?
I thought she did.
And then I bought their glycolic acid, which I was putting on my face every night, and then I started to notice like some irritation, so like I backed off. But I know on our live stream somebody said, I think she said for like black women or whatever, like if you have like too much melanin in your skin, like glycolic acid isn't good. Whoever said that, can you say? Well, she said something else. She said like malic acid or try a different acid. Don't do glycolic acid. I couldn't remember what she said. But if glycolic acid is bad, please tell me why and what's a better alternative. I did notice like after about like day 3 of every night like putting glycolic like a cotton pad of glycolic acid on my face that it was getting like a little tingly.
Well, you have to work your way up to it. I know when I first started my glycolic acid regimen, I've always done skincare, but maybe within the last 5 years I've done kind of like those acids like that, lactic acid, glycolic acid, and you can't just go out the gate like cold turkey every single night. You've got to work your way up to that. But I've used glycolic acid for years. To me, it's an exfoliator. It's like a chemical exfoliator, and I love it. It works great for me. So you're saying they say you can't use it or African?
Yeah, where somebody said like it's not good for like African American skin or black skin or skin with melanin or something that she said black women, it's not good. I forget what exactly she said, but then she said something like use like malic acid or something else was like a better acid.
I never heard of that acid.
Yeah, I could totally be wrong.
Well, no,
I mean, like it was something with an M though. I don't remember, but let me know if like glycolic acid is bad and like why it's bad or whatever. But I've been loving hyaluronic acid. I add a few drops to my moisturizer.
Yeah, no, you really have some good stuff in there.
Girl, yeah. So I got a tip yesterday about my hair saying like I should try using a mousse in a gel. So that's what I did today. I put the Camille Rose mousse down first, and then I put the Wetline Extreme gel on top because she said like it helps your hair lie a little bit flatter, which is what I like.
Okay.
So I put that in my hair today. The mousse, I did like way too many pumps of it because I thought I would need a lot, but it literally got like moussey like very quickly.
Very soapy?
Very soapy, yes. It was like soap all over my head. I was like, uh-oh.
That's funny.
But I kept plowing through. Yeah, I did like maybe 4 pumps and that was way too much.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Girl, I know, girl.
All right,
I had a whole lot of hair. I was like, pump, 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 pump.
We live and learn.
I slapped it on and like it all escalated quick. Looked like I had shampoo in my hair. I was like, oh no. But I kept trying to work it in and then I slapped gel on top. Why do I gotta slap? Why can't I just place it in?
I know.
Why gotta slap it in?
All right, so what do I have? Okay, I'm just curl junkie in my hair today. What else did I? Oh, you know what? What I did today was I used the blue shampoo. Last night I was watching just random videos and I came across a woman that I watch every now and then, and she had blonde hair and she was white, and she was saying how she has to put the purple shampoo on dry hair, And I've heard that before, but I really never kind of paid attention to it. But last night I took note and I paid attention. I'm like, I wonder if I should do that with my blue shampoo. My hair was like almost like a copper penny at this point. It just keeps getting more and more and more and more brassier. And I know it's the sun because a while ago my stylist told me that the sun definitely, it mutes out the blonde, it brasses it up, you know. So that's why when you get highlights, you have to go back. I never knew. I thought I'd get highlights like one and done kind of thing, but no, you have to kind of like go back if that's the look you're going for.
Girl, pay attention to the camera, girl. You're the camera lady.
Okay,
it's all tilting forward. Okay.
I know you're such attention for detail for that. I never really do. Sorry. I know. No wonder I was kind of like, wow. All right, but anyway, so she said like let it really get. She said she can do it in the shower all the time, but it just doesn't take. So today I put blue shampoo all over my dry hair, and it didn't cancel it all out, but I think it looks a little better. I don't know. The sun is so bright, you can't really tell. All right, at the light, I'll have Tay look to see what she thinks.
I know I don't plan on getting highlights or any color or growing my hair out. I'm already like planning and plotting when I can get it cut again.
Yeah.
Because I think I want to cut the back down probably by the end of August. Why are we not going? Why are we not going? Oh, okay, what's this guy doing? Oh, he's doing something illegal.
Okay,
that's why.
Okay. Patience, please. Patience.
Okay, no, he was like cutting over in that lane, and that's a lane to go straight, and we're turning, and we can't turn because he's trying to go straight. Like no.
Okay.
We're tilting again.
Okay.
So apparently our car mount is busted. We haven't. Nope. You just.
Did I do this?
Yes. Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
So
right.
we haven't used our car mount in a while, so apparently it's busted. We need a new one.
Haven't even touched.
It's busted.
I know, so we had to pull over because we had to get organized. We had to fix this and other things, and the cop pulled up, and we're like, oh my gosh, like
yeah, he pulled up and he was just sitting there looking at us, and I'm like, and then so I saw him roll his window down, so I was like, okay, maybe I should go over. So I'm just like, hi, and he's like, oh, how's everything going? Everything's fine. Like we're just busted YouTubers, and our vlog camera fell off the dashboard, and I'm like, and my mom's doing a little something else. Like, oh, do you need some privacy? Yes, thank you. But he was like super nice, I guess. I think that was just his spot to catch people speeding down that road because people left flying down that road. So he was just parked there, and then we were there, and so he was like, "What you doing?" kind of thing. Oh, just being busted, the usual.
Turn, guys. Well, this is very similar to MAC Stone, but anyway, everything has to turn to stone for me. So, but this is Makeup Forever. It's called. Okay, the name I cannot pronounce, but it is very similar. It's endless. All right, cacao, CACAO. So it's identical to MAC Stone. So I always grab one or the other in my purse.
So over the weekend, camera lady, over the weekend was our birthday celebration.
Yes, it was.
We went to the sugar factory. Yep. We went to the sugar factory.
Yes.
And it was so fun.
It was so much fun. So it was me, you, Josh, and my sister and her daughter. And we drove up there. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a struggle for me with the walking. It seems like it's getting worse because maybe it's hot. I don't know. It's like kind of like progressing. It's upsetting me a little bit, but I'm still plowing through. But so that was like a little rough, But I mean, the parking couldn't have been better. So
yeah, and then we took the elevator and it took us right up. And like the place was right there.
It was.
And we had a reservation, thank God, because the line was super long.
Yeah.
So, but we were just like, we're here, 4:30.
Yeah.
We're here. And so we got to slide right into a table, and it was nice. And
I did not know that those fish bowls, you can get them non-alcoholic.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
And so I didn't know that either until I asked because all the regular drinks were kind of boring but all like the fish bowl sounded really good, but of course they all had alcohol in them. So I'm like, I wonder if you can get these without alcohol. And so I think it dawned on me because I saw like a teenager drinking a fish bowl, and so I'm like, I know that don't have alcohol in it, so they must come without alcohol. So I think it was called like Virginia strawberry lemonade or something, and it was so good, and I got it without alcohol in it. So my boyfriend could drink it too because he was driving, and so
It's a little off a little bit when it turns.
we were able to share that, and it was so good, so good.
Yes. now sorry, girl, your head is chopped off. God, you know.
Guys, oh my
Hopefully this
gosh.
will go through because she's very funny about
Welcome to the
angles and
MADCURLS
stuff.
Busted,
Right.
you know, as we've said before.
But yeah, I'm surprised that they weren't as strict after they took the menu and found out like kind of the ages. We all were legal, but not illegal. We all were legal.
We all were legal.
But my
legal age.
niece forgot her ID, and I'm like, how in the world did you see the car stop up here?
Yes, girl,
How
I
in
do.
the world did you forget your license on a day like this? Like the fishbowl, we were coming to the sugar factory, like you know this is something like you wanted to do. So, but I'm not a drinker, so I ordered Pepsi anyway. So, because I didn't know you could make it non-alcoholic. In the future, I will get a non-alcoholic one. But in the meantime, I'm sitting there drinking boring Pepsi, and she had to join the Pepsi crowd.
Yeah, because she had a picture of her license on her phone, but they didn't accept that. Even though it was like her picture, her license number, like everything was right there on the camera. It was clearly her face.
Yeah.
But they still said no. So it was like, okay, well,
Yep.
busted.
It's funny how life just kind of fit back into somewhat of normalcy. Like, you know, you really can go out to eat. People are mixing and mingling. I mean, everyone is very consistently, I feel, wearing masks. You know, and you're just putting on a mask and you're just carrying on with life.
Yeah.
It really hasn't stopped anything. I love how resilient people are, don't you? Like, nothing really phases us. As a human race, something will happen and everybody kind of like will panic initially. But once it's sorted out, like this to me is completely sorted out now. There's kind of like a little glitch every now and then for something, but
Right.
basically,
Well, there's still like schools and stuff. That's what I'm waiting to see.
Yeah.
How that's gonna go in September. What schools are gonna do. But
that is the next thing on the list.
But I guess pretty much everything else is
kind of sorted, right?
for how it's gonna be. You know,
Yes.
right now. I mean, there was certain things like typically at a table there will be menus, but they had like this like scan thing where you use your camera phone and like you scan it and then like it takes you to the website and you look at the menu on your phone because they also didn't have like salt and pepper shakers on the table, no ketchup on the table, like everything was brought to you individually because it's not going to be it's not going to be like a community salt shaker, community pepper shaker.
Yes.
Because, you know, they're also, I guess, not going to be wiping them down after every person, so it's easier just to bring you your salt and pepper than to have them on the table and have to wipe them down after every person.
That salt and pepper, the packets very sparingly.
Yeah. So we asked for salt and pepper. They brought them out in little packets. They brought like 2 out. We were like,
I know.
we get just easy peasy, a little bit more salt. Microscopic piece of salt.
Why does pepper hardly have anything in it, and salt always has a lot in it? But I mean, they're never big anyway. But the pepper, my goodness, do they want to give you some pepper?
Me and my boyfriend, we love going to this place in Fairfield. It's called the Country Cow, and they have really good bacon, egg, and cheese. We always get on Saturday a bacon, egg, and cheese. We go to a place and get a bacon, egg, and cheese, and he always orders it, and he always says double bacon, and then he says salt and pepper. And so I had to tell him, like, stop saying salt on the bacon, egg, and cheese because the bacon's already salty. I'm like, so when it's salt and pepper added, I was just like this is so salty.
Oh, they do add the salt and pepper.
Yeah, because he's like if you put salt and pepper on that, I guess for like flavor, but it's too much on the bacon. For me, I was like, okay, can we have one without salt and pepper? Because like we're always like customizing our sandwiches. So he likes his bacon well done. I like my bacon just regular, like whatever. But then he'll always say like salt and pepper, and I'm like, okay, I cannot have salt on mine.
Does he eat salt? Because he's always very health conscious. I'm surprised that he would add salt to bacon.
Yeah, he puts salt. Like when they make it, he puts salt and pepper on it.
Okay.
When we go to the diner, he will just put pepper on it. But yeah, I don't know. But adding salt to a bacon, egg, and cheese, like the bacon is already salty, so it just makes it like a salt explosion. And I love a good thing of salt.
Salt is good. It adds something. Sometimes if you don't have it, it just is very bland. But if you do too much salt, it really can ruin food.
Remember that Thanksgiving? You double salted the string beans.
Oh my god! Just imagine like a pot of food, like ruined. But I did hear that if you throw in a potato, like a raw potato, I believe it can kind of like absorb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. To an extent, you know, I don't know how many potatoes I have to throw in there and how much salt I could ruin it. How much salt is too far, I don't know. But if I'm speaking anywhere near the truth, like let me know. I think can't you throw in a potato? Let me know, those chefs out there.
So we're almost at our first location, which is Target. So we're gonna go into Target. I'm in here. Oh, because I want to get a TV wall mount. So I have like I think my screen is is 40 inches. I think it's 40 inches. And so,
The one in your room?
yeah,
Okay.
it's taking up like a whole desk. And so I'd rather it just be on the wall, because then I can have my desk. So I
Right.
want to mount it on the wall. So I'm going here to get a wall mount, and then we have to go to Home Depot because we need a power drill. And we're doing everything with little screwdrivers. I'm like, no, we need something with some
Yeah,
force, with some power. I'm like, we need a power drill. So
Yeah, I gotta hang my blinds too. So
yeah, those two. So we got black blinds.
lots of measuring and sorting out.
Yeah, I think we both have like a black and white kind of aesthetic in our
We
room.
do kind of, right?
So, yeah.
I mean, I'll credit you. Like, you really owned that first. Like, you always wanted that very clean aesthetic, black and white.
Copies me, guys.
And then I like the idea because to me it looked kind of 1800s, kind of like silhouette.
I might have had the idea first, but you nailed it, girl.
Did I?
Come on out, sir. Thank you so much. I did. Yeah, you did. Because like I have an idea, but then you like run with it, and like your room is definitely gonna be finished before my room. My room's nowhere near done yet, and you just like keep getting things for like you're at the decorating phase now. All your furniture is built now. Like you're at the decorating phase. I still need to build my bed and get a dresser and like your room. You're on the fun part, the decorating, adding picture frames and lamps
here and there.
and
Just you can add something here and there, but I don't want to clutter, because you can tend to go overboard sometimes. So I don't want to. I have to know when to hold and when to fold. I don't want to just like get rid of all the old stuff and then put in a whole bunch of new junk. So it has to be very tastefully done, and that's hard for me because when I like things, I buy 2, 3, 4 of them.
Which always works out for me because then you're like,
does.
take here.
I sure do. Yeah, like I bought all those cute, like those bulbs. Have you guys seen those bulbs? They're called Edison bulbs now, and they are kind of like reproductions, remakes of the way like the bulbs first came out and the filament and all of that. They're very cute, and you can find them in Home Depot. And so it's like those are the like bulbs, but picture the thing that you kind of like screw it in. Those are just kind of like the industrial look, and they're called pendant. They're called pendant lighting.
They're very cute.
Pendulum or pendant?
We'll have to show you guys like the finished product.
Definitely, so cute. So I have pendant lights everywhere. All right.
Yeah, so this was fun. So we are at Target now, and we are going to go into Target, and we'll see you guys when we get back.
Exactly.
Right.
They won't see us in Target.
They will not see us in Target.
We have to concentrate.
Masks on, hard to breathe, and walk, and film, and all that bustiness.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, no.
We'll see you for part 2
Okay.
of our car chat.
Okay.
All right.
And we are back.
Back in the car. I didn't get anything I needed, but I did buy coolers.
And I probably should have gotten anything that I didn't need it. But they had nothing that I wanted.
Me and you keep making the same mistake. So in Connecticut, there's a town called Trumbull, and there's 2 Targets in Trumbull. There's Target Trumbull West and then Target Trumbull. And so I saw that they had my TV mount in Trumbull, and I came to Trumbull West because I am just a genius.
I wonder why they don't just simple. Like, to me, this one should be Trumbull, right? And then the other one, who like really shops at the other one? Well, we don't. But like kind of.
We don't. Yeah, but I was like, darn it.
Yeah, I know.
When I went back and looked, I'm like, oh, it's at Trumbull. I'm like, I came to Trumbull West. No. So, and of course, Trumbull West had no TV mounts whatsoever. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just order it online and call it a day.
Okay.
So, probably just order my drill online too.
One time there was a discrepancy in the price of the mounts. Like one was like $25, and another one was a lot more, like 100 and something.
Yeah, no, the mounts definitely differ in price. Hold on, I'm merging on the highway. They definitely differ in price. So some, like there's 2 mounts that look kind of identical to me, and one is $59 and one is $89.
Okay.
So maybe that one holds like a bigger TV, or maybe it's more sturdy, or different material. I don't know.
The dimensions, exactly, the dimensions of it.
So
you want to make sure you get the right ones, because you don't want to get anything extra big and then your TV will slide off.
Right, and I don't want to get anything too small. Like there's ones like 13 inch to 30 inch, and my TV's 40 inch, so like I'm like, can't get that.
Right.
So yeah. Busted.
Okay, so you're gonna mount. I'm gonna see how that looks. That's a very good idea to conserve space.
Hopefully it's not complicated. Like I know they sell TV mounts at Best Buy, but to have someone come mount it is like $150 on top of like what you're already spending. Excuse me, for the mount. So So, I mean, is it $150 worth of hard work? Is it hard?
No.
I was looking at Target reviews on each of the mounts I was looking at, and people were saying it's super easy, it's really easy, it's super easy. So I'm hoping that I can just watch some YouTube tutorials and like we can all, me, you, Josh, Spencer, all the boys, we can all figure out how to mount a TV. We should be able to do it.
Over the years, I never knew any better. I know better now, and this just works for me. It doesn't work for everyone. It works for me because I have a kind of like an artistic mind, and I like putting things together, like puzzles, and I quilt and all of that. So I don't know why I didn't get into this years ago. I don't know why I complicated my children's Christmases over the years. You know, either number one, like getting the store people to assemble bikes and doll houses and all that. It's like the simplest thing. So what I've been doing in this process of redoing everything, I'll get furniture where the expense tallies up is for the assembly. So say you buy a desk, or say for $200, all right, to assemble that might be $177.
That's so true.
You know,
IKEA,
so like,
I was looking
what?
for a vanity. The vanity was like 100. To assemble was like 143 or something.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was
what?
like, well, dang.
What? The very first time I started doing this, and I paid for the white glove treatment and all of that, they literally came to the house, cut the plastic off, and put the four
They probably built that thing though off, like they probably built it, put it on the truck, and then the last thing to put on was the feet probably.
Perhaps. I definitely agree with that. But sometimes you can look at the specifications and you can see what requires, when it says assembly required, yes or no, and then you'll start looking at the questions, people ask you what you have to do, and they will tell you. They'll say, well, you just have to put on the feet, you just have to slide in the drawer, you have to assemble a complete assembly, so you have to know. So I've done everything complete assembly now, and every now and then I'll get lucky and only have to like screw the feet on or put a leg or two on. But to me, I can get more for my buck that way, because now that I've done it, I know the names of the tools, I know kind of like what's coming, I know the order of like the way the nuts and the bolts and everything go. So it's a pretty simple process to me, and I just take my time and do it, no matter how big it is, no matter how many pieces. I got very excited last night because just alone, like the hardware, like 52 pieces, just like one set, like the screws, and then there's like the lug nuts, and there's a million different things, but that's the way you do it. You buy it unassembled and you do it yourself.
Probably building it is not hard, it's just tedious, and you gotta take your time with it and put enough time aside, and I'm just not that patient.
I know, and and I am. So I was up this morning from about 3 to 7 o'clock this morning, and it probably did not take that long, but because it's still kind of like new to me, this whole process, I'll make a mistake, I'll put something together, I'll kind of like try to force it, I'm like, okay, something's not right, and it looks right, but it's just not, and then I'll realize that I switched reverse order or something, and then I have to take it all apart again. So it is time consuming, but once I get a rhythm going, then it's pretty easy. So I kind of like lined up all the drawers, because I built this chest of drawers, as they call it, and it had 5 drawers, so I assembled all the drawers, and now when I go back home, I have to actually put the chest together and slide them in. But it's easier this way because now I can bring each drawer, because it's very heavy, upstairs. Of course, not me, but the guys, and one by one, instead of somebody trying to lug that whole thing, drawers included. Oh my gosh, no.
Too heavy. Girl, you have to tilt the thing up.
Okay. Here we go again. On the way home. I know. So let me see. Did it? Okay, no, I still see a little brass. Maybe not quite as shockingly brassy.
And my hair is basically dry. It's nice. I like it. It's just sleeping. Like I can't even say mastered the art of sleeping, because I don't think there's a way to master it. I'm sleeping with my head on the pillow. My hair is short. It's
like
kind of flat.
You can sleep on it like a stick.
Yeah, like sleep on like something here, just not mess my hair up. But yeah, so it's always flat in the morning. It's always flat, and I have to refresh it. My hair is definitely more wet all the time now than it was when my hair was longer. I would definitely go like 5-6 days without wetting my hair. Now I definitely wet my hair like every 2 or 3 days.
See, that's how I was. Remember when I first came on the channel, and everyone was like wondering why I wash my hair every day. To me, it was just easier. I didn't know how to refresh when it was so short. It's because you like it better wet? Is it because you don't know how to refresh? You don't like the way the refreshing comes out? Why do you?
I'm trying to start talking myself into it, liking, this is the way your hair is going to look when it's refreshed. Like I need to wrap my mind around it and start liking it. And so I'm working on that right now. Again, it's definitely poofier when I refresh it. I like spray it and then I kind of like manipulate it a little bit.
Right.
I do really want to take this back part down. This is my biggest problem here. Not even saying it's a problem.
Yeah.
But I want it shorter. I want it shorter because they're not even like curls. They're like waves. It's like it almost wants to turn into a curl, but it's not quite there yet. So it's just sticking out. Like I don't really know what the back is doing. I love this part here.
It's so cute.
Love the sides, but this is just not. They're not even curled. I don't even know what. I don't know. They're like they want to be a curl.
It's your hair texture,
but it's not there yet.
And it's not long enough to make a full curl, so it's just your texture as it's growing out, and you will continue to run into that. But you'll be like me, where I used to obsess about my frizz every Sunday going to church, obsess, and now I encourage it because it makes big hair. One day you'll appreciate that, but you will drive yourself crazy because you're going to constantly cut your hair, because when it's that length,
I mean,
it's going to always
I don't even know how to style it. I'm like pushing it down, and then I like go like that. Like I don't know, go like this, or I don't know how to style it because it was supposed to be long here, short here, and it's like short all around. But this all like sticks out. Like
it's your version though of what
I think it
your
needs to come down.
Inspiration was. You and the inspiration, which everyone knows was Raven Elise, have two different types of hair, two different grades of hair. So hers will lay flat, yours will constantly curl because your hair has a very.
But even if it wants to curl,
pattern.
like it can curl, but the pieces of hair, they're too long. They're too long in the back. I think they need to come down, and I do want to have short hair, so I'm not afraid to like, okay, round 2, like cut it down some more, like cut it again.
But then within a couple of weeks, if you're lucky, it'll go right back to that, and especially in the summertime, it'll curl right back upon itself. Especially as soon as you wash it, it'll curl.
I mean, it can curl, but if the curls don't need to be so long. They're really long. Like the back of my hair is as long as the top of my head. So like it needs to come down. I don't know what it's doing.
So you want more of a differentiation. You want more.
This is obviously long. Great, to tilt the camera up again.
Okay.
This is obviously long here, but it's like all long back here too. It just needs to come down maybe like 1.5 inches. Wow,
that's
you gotta turn it towards you, guys. Lorianne's learning the camera
again
of sorts.
Summer 2020. When did we first start this busted vlogging? Summer of what?
2017.
I wish we'd get some decent equipment since we've been doing it for so long.
We can afford it. We were getting ready.
Up and down.
Girl, my head's chopped off.
Okay.
We were getting ready to get a laptop, but then the whole like pandemic thing happened, so everything closed down. I want to be able to see the laptops in person.
Right.
And now I think the Manny's all accounted for somewhere else, so no laptop. Too busy decorating my bedroom. So you snooze, you lose.
Right.
Money's been spent other places.
I know,
so no laptop right now. But yeah.
Yeah, I know. One day we'll have a decent laptop, we'll have some decent equipment.
We always do. We've been saying that for like 2 years. One day.
I know. We were doing good for a while.
It still works for us. It goes to show you don't need fancy equipment.
It really does. Goes to show that, because people think we have all this high-tech equipment. I think y'all do. Do you guys think that?
You guys think that?
Because we don't. It's simply an iPhone.
Yeah. It's simply an
iPhone. And some very skillful editing. Okay? Actually, we don't edit, right?
We really don't edit. Someone said that the other day, like they love that we don't edit. Like it's like super authentic. Like,
that's so cool.
Really don't edit.
Wow, I said that. Give her a star, girl.
Yeah, I think we filmed a video the other day, and there were too many cuts in it. We were like, no, I don't like this. We don't like this. And then we're like, you know what? Let's film the whole video. If we have to cut our video too much, we refilm it. We're like, nope, it's too many cuts, too much editing.
I know that's called editing, and I know that's what a majority of the people do in every genre of the industry, whether it's YouTube, movies, whatever. But to me, it looks sneaky. I'm like, what do they cut? What do they cut? What do they say?
What do they take out?
So I know it makes no sense. That's just my mindset, because I said I'm very transparent. My life is an open book, so I hate that cutting. I'm curious, like, what do they cut? Yeah. What do they say?
You can tilt it towards you as well. So you can tilt it up and down, and then you can tilt it side to side.
What do you know about that?
Because you're like hanging on for dear life on the side.
I am.
And I'm just like, I see a whole lot of window. We don't need to see a whole lot of window.
All right, yeah, I guess. All right, kind of sort of.
My head's chopped off.
All right, guys, she better use this footage, because I've been sitting here all day.
Doing what?
You know what? Let me bring my seat up maybe a little bit more, so my arm is not like extending extra. There. Getting better.
You guys need to let us know what we should film. I'm really like, not uninspired, but it's just like, what? Like, I feel like we've done so many products, but now that my hair is short, it's like, we'll do them all again. It's like, why are we going to do them all again? Like,
we We do have some things there. I told you the other day I wanted to do the goddess line. You said nobody was checking for Carol's daughter.
I asked. I said we could do it. I said, but are people checking for Carol's daughter? Is anybody talking about Carol's daughter? Like,
I was.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said I wanted to do it.
Oh, all right.
And especially because when you first saw the haircut, or you told me about the haircut, Raven Elise was doing, I think, some sort of a collab or sponsorship with Carol's daughter, and she got in the shower and used the shampoo, and then she used the thing that we had, the 4-in-1 from the goddess line. So we had it all, and I'm like, I wonder how that would do in your hair, because it's a one and done, and that's what she used to, I think, kind of like reveal her haircut to us.
How she styled it.
Yeah. So I think that's a good video. Are you guys interested in Carol's daughter?
I mean, I hope
and
so.
we have those Camille Rose melts.
We also have the TGIN Rose line. I just picked it up from Ulta.
Oh my god, does it smell like roses?
Kind of, but it's pleasant. It's pleasant. I used a deep conditioner last night.
Okay.
I love that my boyfriend has curly hair, because like I can do his hair too. So like,
I know you. Did you line up Spencer's head too last night?
No, Spencer disappeared to the gym.
Okay.
So he missed out on his treatment.
Yeah, you're like, guys, I'm doing heads tonight.
Yeah, I was like, I'm doing deep conditioning treatments. Everybody line up, and I like give them they shampoo their hair, then they come to me with fresh, clean hair, and then I put a deep conditioner in, and I put some castor oil in with Josh because he was dry. So I put some castor oil in there with that, and then I use the hot head.
I like a guy that has confidence, though. Like, nothing phases him, and Spencer too. Like, they are who they are. They are unapologetic, whatever. They know that we're around flittering women, and they're okay. Flittering means like we're like around and about, not like in a negative way or anything, but like we're always around and about. And so, case in point, I was around and about last night, and you did the treatment, and so he has on a basketball jersey, arms out, all muscular, and he slapped on that hot hat, and it was the black and white polka dot one.
Hot hat.
And when I call it a hot hat, and then he had on a black and white basketball jersey, and I'm like, oh, look, that matching. I said, did you pick up the hot hat to match? And I like people with a sense of humor. He wasn't embarrassed. He wasn't like, oh my gosh. When he saw me walk by, he said business as usual. I like his deep voice. Hi, Miss Wesley. And I'm like, hi, Josh. And so, and he had on the hot hat, and I thought it was just so funny because he wasn't embarrassed, like, oh my gosh,
we were eating dinner watching Mary Poppins.
He literally sat down for the longest with that hot hat on, playing with doggy, talking with you, like, no shame.
Because he asked me, he was like, my hair's kind of dry. He was like, can I have a treatment? And so I was like, sure. So, absolutely. And I love it because, like, my products are moving along. Now I'm getting nervous because, like, he used up on my MICHE, my bounce cream. Like, he loves the MICHE bounce cream. Okay, get nervous. I know. And then now he loves the Camille Rose butter gel. And so I took a peek at it the other day, and it's going down. I'm like, I'm like, we gotta give you some Suave or something.
Right? Yeah, introduce him to something else.
And he loves the main choice, the beer collection, the shampoo and conditioner.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he loves the way it smells.
What about I just had the Curl-Aid. Remember, I mean, I know it's considered a butter, but it is still considered a styler.
If you have it, hand it over because his hair be dry.
Yes.
I want my phone be dry. No. We saw a Snapchat one time, and his friend was like, he's like, my phone be dry? But no, his hair be dry, so. But yeah, no, after I did the deep treatment with the hot head and with the castor oil, his hair was so nice, and his hair is getting long, but I think he like still wants to grow it out. So I use the the Denman brush on him, which day one he doesn't like the Denman brush because like his hair is too tight. But I did his hair last night, so I was like, okay, I'm like, when you wake up, I said tomorrow your hair, you would have slept on it, so it should break up a little bit, but the product wasn't laying right because he had so much hair and it was frizzing out, and so I was like, I gotta kind of brush it into place.
They asked you when was the last time he got a haircut, and you said it was before the pandemic. Shutdown? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So.
Well, that's pretty good. So it's long, but when you think of the idea that he hasn't cut it since before the pandemic, well then,
basically our hair looks the same. On Instagram, you guys were like matching curlies, like it's the same length. Yeah, that same kind of look
you took last weekend for your birthday. You had on that pretty yellow dress, and he had on the black and white shirt, and you got the profile, same curls. So funny, so funny.
Yeah. So this is our car chat. So what did we talk about? Probably nothing.
Yeah, we didn't expect to. We just said that we were just going to open up our world to the audience, the new subscribers in particular, so you can kind of get a vibe for who we are. And this is what we do. We are talkers. To the highest extent. And sometimes we just kind of like click the video on and just talk. One time we did that whole weekend of vlog or something. And
if you made it this far in the car chat, hashtag what?
Hashtag pull over over because we're giving a pull over to the place we pulled over before the police came over.
Hashtag pull over. Hashtag pull over.
How do you always do it? Hashtag
Pull over. PULLOVER.
Hashtag pull up.
Pull up.
No, hashtag pull over.
Hashtag pull over if you made it this far in the video.
And tell us, do you like it? What was the best part for you?
What was the best part, girl? What we talk about? Guys, I bought Twizzlers at Target. You remember Twizzlers? Like the classic ones. Classic Twizzlers. I love a good Twizzler. I was trying to reach before, but I don't know where they went. I'm gonna tear the car up over Twizzlers.
I bought cashews. I love cashews. Can't do too many of those, but love them. Let me see. What else did I get? Oh, I was looking for. Who loves these lights? They are so many different light bulbs. They are so different. Lighting is everything. It makes the biggest difference. So throw another box in there. These Reveal. These are by GE. I got into these so many years ago. They're pricey, and there really is no duplicate for these. But now they have so many, and I hate choices. But I saw one that looked so similar to this. But I was looking for like the little ones that we do, like when we do live Friday nights in the lamp.
Our lighting for our birthday on our live.
Horrible. Why were we so orange?
No, I don't know. Why did anybody say anything? Oh my, you should be like MADCURLS, like WTF, like what's with the lighting? It was awful.
Was it these new lights?
Girl, I don't know. It was so warm.
It was.
You couldn't even see like my hair, the dimension of my hair. It was awful. It was awful.
But I did just but these are blue kind of like, these are cool lights. Not blue, but you know what I mean, like they're very, very clear. The ones I showed you upstairs.
Oh, am I going to try those too, or did you show me those already?
No, they're already downstairs in the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
That's why I'm shocked.
The ceiling, the chandelier?
Yeah.
Is it chandelier? What is it?
Yeah, I'm saying ceiling fan because these say ceiling fan LED.
Yeah.
But,
wow. Yeah. No, lighting was
awful. But there's so many lights. So that's what we left it off, I think, when we got off in Target about these pendant lights and all of that. But you want your room to have the cool white.
I want so
lighting.
much white light.
Yeah.
I can't express how much white light I want in my room. I'm tired of the warm.
Yeah.
I want everything just to be very clean and cool, and just the cooler the better.
Yes.
The brighter the better.
I know, it's all about the lighting, because though your room went from yellow to white, it still looks warm. I almost have to do like I like it has been painted.
And I don't know if that's because of like the wood on the floor, or like I don't know what. My door is wood. No idea, but my room still looks like a tinge. Girl, camera. A tinge.
Yeah, it's the light. It's the light bulbs.
Yellow.
You need the cool.
And maybe
lighting.
like I have that big dresser in my room still that's all wood.
Oh yeah,
so, like
all the wood is warming things
out.
up. Yeah. Because you said to me last night, I showed you, it was like Hollywood, and you said the moment I put on another light, I think it was kind of like that Edison light. It has like the old-fashioned filament color, that very orangey color, and immediately it bypassed the white lights, and the room immediately became warm again.
Yeah, no. But I got a cool mirror for my birthday. You gotta hurry up. Amazon, a vanity mirror.
It hasn't come yet.
No, it's like an Impressions. It's not an Impressions, it's an Impressions, like fake Impressions mirror. One day I'll be able to get the Impressions.
Is that a tinge of ungratefulness?
No, girl, not at all, girl. But like the Impressions mirror is like what really got me going. I really want the Impressions. But those are $400 mirrors. But then I found some good ones on Amazon.
Hey, Dougie and Josh.
And
two figures that just ran by.
Josh is here walking dog. Off Amazon. I really like it. It had great reviews, so we will see. All right, that is it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us for our car chat. Comment down below if we should do this again more often. Just get in the car and talk about nothing, or maybe leave topics. Car chat topics.
Yes. Or some things that you would like me to explore, because you guys love my words of wisdom.
Is that what they said?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Comment down below if you want the people that said that. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
And
my boyfriend.
Oh, guys, that was the black and white shirt. See right there. And I had the matching hot hat last night.
See the muscles? Okay. All right, guys. All right, we'll see you in our next video.
All right.
Okay. Bye.